Welcome to ADHD Friendly. I am Patty. I'm an ADHD and executive function coach, and I'm here to help you thrive with your ADHD. If you would like more support, I invite you to join the ADHD Friendly membership. Check it out at ADHDfriendly.com, where ADDers get more things done. This week, I am celebrating the first snow of the season. Oh my gosh, so much fun, you guys. I love snow. And then I have a tip this week about making a thankful list right on time for Thanksgiving. And then I will dive into our main topic, which is the surprising magic of a clear nightstand.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, of course, I'll highlight my book of the week. But let's start with the celebration. We had our first snow of the season, and I almost missed it because I was in Denver last week and I saw the forecast of snow, which I thought was ironic because I was going to Denver hoping for some snow and didn't get any there. It was beautiful weather, but I did fly back and it was flurrying when we landed. And then, as beautiful lake effect snow has a habit of doing, we were forecasted not to get anything else. And then it came back around and kept snowing through the night. So I woke up Monday morning to a couple of inches that I had to get out I had to find my snow boots. I had to find my gloves. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not quite ready for this.
My jacket yet.
No, exactly. I was like, and I literally was like, what coat do I wear when I shovel snow?
Right. Which one do I use?
It was like, I was so disconnected from it and I was just felt unprepared. But here's what I'm celebrating that I am happy about embracing the snow. And that is, I've been really into watching my birds.
Yes.
Now it's really, for the most part, I don't think I'm done for the season, but for the vast majority of the time this fall, I'm pretty much done sitting outside on my porch because it has gotten too cold. Now, this weekend could be an exception. We're going to warm up again.
Yeah.
But in general, I'm not on my porch anymore, sitting out there and watching the birds. And so I realized I need to feed them because now there's snow on the ground and that's the time that they really can benefit from the bird food. So I went out there and fed them and I thought, I can't see the bird feeder from where it is because I'm not able to sit on the porch and I can't see it from the window in the kitchen. I have to be on the porch to see it. So I decided before the ground freezes, right then and there, I went out and I moved it and I had to get the mallet and do the whole thing into the ground and set it all up. But I did it and now I can see it from the windows in my kitchen. And so I was really excited that I didn't just think about it and not do it, that I went ahead and did it. And then as I was watching the birds, I also realized I still had my window screens in, which, truth be told, I've not taken out of the kitchen windows in years. And every year I do notice, I'm like, oh, the snow always sticks to the screen. Right. And I decided, why don't you take the window screens out right now while you're thinking about it? So I did. And I put them in the basement where they go. And the windows are super clear. I can see right out to the bird feeder. So I'm celebrating that I took action around things that didn't take a long time that are going to pay back dividends every time it snows.
Stuff done.
So that's my celebration, is I embrace the first snow of the season to set myself up for the rest of the season of snow. So really, really excited. All right. What I purchased this week. I purchased one thing. It's called L as in Larry, B as in boy, W as in wigwam. I don't know. Wilma. I don't know. It's a grow light for indoor plants. I got it on Amazon for $30.99. And this is for my little lemon tree. I've talked about on this, YouTube channel and podcast, my lemon tree a lot. I don't have it on right now because the sun is shining on it. Becca's checking out where she can see it. It's dropped a lot of leaves. So I was really it still has a few lemons on it growing, but I don't have a lot of confidence they're going to continue. But my husband was like, why don't you just get one of those like greenhouse lights? And so I bought one. It has two lights that I forgot to print a picture of it so I could show. No, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I honestly have the same one at my house.
Oh, yeah.
We had like our indoor, like,
did it work?
Yeah, they worked really well.
Okay. Well, I've been turning it on once the sun moves past that window because the plant itself says it needs like 8 hours of sun a day, which of course it is not getting.
No.
And so I'm trying to keep it as healthy as I can throughout the winter so that maybe over next summer, it might be able to actually have those lemons turn into real lemons, because I just don't know if it's too late to have gotten it, because it really dropped a lot of leaves. They just keep falling off, but that's what I bought. And so I'm not officially making it my product of the week yet, because I can't say whether or not I love it.
Yeah.
I do like how easy it was to set up, and I think I like it, but I'm going to give it another week or so to see, does it stop the leaves from falling off? Am I seeing any difference in, because right now, like the leaves are kind of like curling. Like I want to see, like, is it looking more lively? Yeah. Yeah. So that's it. All right. On to my tip of the week. This is my ADHD friendly tip. Just in time for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to tap into the theme there and share how leaning into gratitude by focusing on what you're thankful for is a great way to shift our mindset. There's so much that we can focus on that is kind of negative and can drain our energy. And our brain is wired to pay attention to those things. So it's really easy for us to immediately go to the negative and stay there. So I thought it'd be fun to find some structure to pay attention to the positives, especially around Thanksgiving. So this comes out the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. So here are some ways to do that. The first is to just grab a notebook or open a Word doc, whatever works for you, and spend 1 minute jotting down things that you're thankful for right now. So just not like, oh my gosh, like my whole life, just make it really easy, like right now, what I'm thankful for. And for me, if I were going to do that in the moment, I'm thankful right now that Becca's here and that she's supporting me as I record. I hate recording these on my own, and I've done a few of them on my own. And so she's back, and I'm just so grateful for you. I was able to talk with you about to Barbie when I was out in, did I tell you? Yeah, I did. I showed you the picture. I had dinner with my friend Barbie, who was my assistant years ago, and was able to, she was like, how's it going? How's it going with Becca? I was like, oh my gosh, I love Becca. So I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful for the beautiful weather today. There's still leaves on the trees, which is why like our snow, remember I recorded this 2 weeks earlier. So it was like November 9th and 10th that we got this snow. It was super early. And there were still leaves on the trees. So I was kind of glad.
Winter together, it was a weird combo.
And I was glad it didn't snow more, because I didn't want the branches to break from the weight of all of that snow on the leaves. And I'm grateful for, like, I got a new sweater. And I know it's like so comfy. I just got a couple of key pieces this year.
I love the sleeves.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That are just, it's going to go great with my turtlenecks, because it has all of these colors. Like I'm just, but it's like the perfect weight for like a day like today. It's supposed to be like 52 or something for a high. So it's like the perfect weight to keep me warm without overheating. And when I need to be warmer, I can add a turtleneck and layer. And and it was like $11.
Color.
$11.
You can't beat it.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
So I get so excited when I find good deals. I found this like a month ago, and I'm just loving it. So those are just a few of the things in a minute that I'm like really thankful for right now. Right. Another way to do it is, I love to do like dinner questions, like dinner conversation. My kids probably were like, oh my gosh, mom. So I always try to find like a new way to do it. That I have 4 kids. When we're together for a meal, it's like, corralling, what is that? Corralling like chickens or something. It's like trying to bring them all together and get everybody on the same page. And so I found some sparkly questions that I might even use myself this Thanksgiving. So one of them is, what's the one thing in your home that makes your life happier?
Oh.
Do you know? Is there one thing in your home that makes you happier? Think about it. If you think about it.
Yeah, think about it. Yeah. What did you say to that?
Right now, I would say, I just had my coffee. So I want to say my coffee maker, that I have like a couple of options for coffee, depending on what I feel like. And that makes me really happy that I'm able to make good coffee in the morning. It's a simple thing, but it makes a big difference.
It definitely does.
And I'm really grateful that the weather's cold. It's like, even in here, it's cold right now.
Yeah, but it feels
Becca.
good.
She's like, yes.
It's good. It does.
So I'm grateful my home is chilly. It makes me want to like snuggle and be more productive. Yeah. So that's something that makes my life happier and easier. Anything come up?
We have a new air fryer that has like all these different settings. So even like making like a bagel in the morning, it just feels fancier.
Ooh.
And you can like do anything in this thing. Yeah. It's so cool.
I love our air fryer. We have one of those too.
Yeah.
It's like a toaster oven air fryer.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just makes life easier.
Yeah. That's why I got rid of my air fryer, because I was like, I don't need something that does one specific thing. I need something that does multiple
Yeah,
things.
it's
Because I had a
fun.
toaster oven and I had an air fryer. And when I saw that they had I was like, okay, we're getting rid of the air fryer. Because I always had to lug it out where the toaster oven lives on the counter. I'm like, well, if I could just have that live on the counter with it in one, it's a
You're good to go.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
All right. So just think about what's one thing. And if you went around especially if you have adults in your family,
Oh, yeah.
but again, if you all live in the same home, different people will have different answers as to what makes them happy. It might be like, oh, they love like their cozy blanket that they snuggle up with or whatever it is. Okay. Another question you might ask is, what's one thing you use every day that you're thankful for? And I can tell you right now, it's my electric toothbrush that also is a flosser.
Yeah.
I stinking love this thing. It is a game changer. And I'm just going to give a little spoiler alert. Look for it in the favorite things episode next week because it's coming. If you don't know what I'm talking about, every year Becca and I do a favorite things of the year that we find ADHD friendly. And that is at the top of my list of favorites from this year. And then the third is maybe having like a jar with strips of paper, a bowl, keep it simple, a basket, and leave some pens out and have people write down things that they are grateful for, thankful for, and then you can read them while you're having dessert, right? So you just kind of like go around and just pull a slip out and read it and share what people are grateful for. They can write things down anonymously. You can encourage people to write down one thing you're grateful for everyone in your family, whatever it is. But just find an interesting way to do that. So I just want to end that with reminding myself and all of us that focusing on thankful things shifts our perspective to the positive, and it helps our brain continue to notice good things. The more we do it, the more you strengthen that connection. And I always want more good things. So I love the idea of just putting a little structure around a practice of gratitude. All right, on to our topic for this week. And it is all about the surprising magic of a tidy nightstand. This was a simple little blurb that I read about how, you can just like tidy your nightstand and it will like just, less clutter, just makes it easier to go to bed and, not have that kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, my nightstand absolutely collects clutter. I mean, every side table near me collects clutter.
Right.
I have always been a more is more when it comes to not people, because I get overwhelmed by crowds, but stuff. I remember when I was young and I used to watch Let's Make a Deal. I credit that show with my mentality of, well, you never know. Because I always thought if they're like, I'll give you $100 for if you have a paperclip. So I'm going to have a paperclip in my purse.
Here you go.
Yeah, like I have all these random things. And I used to always think, well, what if somebody needs it? What if I forget that? Yeah, it's like I have notepads, I have pens, I have lip gloss, I have nail files. I mean, you think of it, I've got it. I have matches in case I need to burn something. I don't know.
You never know.
You never know. And so my nightstand, I went upstairs and I looked at it and I have a box of tissues. I have several bottles of nail polish. Of course, I have my journal and my pens. I have my eyeglasses and I have an eyeglass holder, which incidentally, the glasses aren't on and they never are. Even though the holder is adorable, they never make it on there. I have a coaster. I have books in a pile. I have a lamp and I have random receipts and pieces of paper. And my nightstand is
how big?
Probably 18 inches by 18 inches. It's not a large nightstand. And here's the truth. If it was a large nightstand, I would fill it. So I took the smaller nightstand. My husband has one that's almost twice as wide as mine, intentionally, because I was hoping it would keep me from cluttering it up too much. So what I do notice is the more cluttered it is, the more it drains me. And I wanted to share some tips that I've used to declutter it, because here's the truth. I declutter it when it starts to overwhelm me.
Yeah.
I'll tidy it up and then I enjoy it. It will eventually become cluttered again. So I don't beat myself up for the clutter.
Yeah.
I just try to notice when it's starting to get to the point that it looks cluttered instead of waiting until it's overwhelmingly cluttered. So here are some tips that might help you to tidy your nightstand if that helps you. If you're noticing yours might have a little bit more on it than you'd like. So the first thing is, I always say, take everything off. If you can, remove everything, and then look at what do you actually need on top of your nightstand. There's very few things that are kind of designated as like, you are important enough, you deserve real estate on my nightstand. Like if you think about like in stores,
Yeah.
that they put the most important things or the things that they're going to make the most profit on at eye level or in the end caps. I like to think of that when I'm staging, if you will, my nightstand, and think about what are the things that deserve a piece of real estate, especially because it's so small.
Yeah, right.
So for me, it's my journal and my pen, it's my lamp and my coaster. That's it. I need a coaster to put my drink on because I always bring my drink up with me at night. I need my journal out because if it's not, I will never write on it.
Right.
And here's the problem right now. I have some papers and stuff on top, so I'm not writing in it. You do anything to cover any, even if it's just a couple of receipts, there's something on top of it, I will not write on it.
Can't open it.
It sounds ridiculous, but it's true. The lamp I absolutely need, and that's it.
Love it.
That's it. Now, the eyeglass thing, it's cute, but I don't use it. So I just take my glasses off and put them down. I don't need to, it's cute, but I don't use it. The reality is I would like to be a person that uses it, but I'm not.
Right.
And so I'm going to let that expectation go instead of draining myself. It's been there for years. I have literally had it since I was in Raleigh. The only time I ever use it is if for some reason my glasses are there and somebody is going to come into my bedroom.
Oh, and then you're like,
and I'm like, oh, I should put them on here. It's probably happened 3 times. Like it doesn't happen. Okay. And then the rest can go somewhere else. So if you have drawers, a cabinet, a space underneath, that's what we're going to start prioritizing how to use it. So if you have drawers, you can put your lotion. If you have because I did actually have a little lotion. I don't think that was on my list, but I did absolutely have, I've got a couple of kinds of lotion. I have like body lotion. I have like the thick, and I have like the feet, the roller thing, all of that. So think about using your drawers for like nail clippers, lotions, maybe change if you have change in your pocket, and have little sorters that will corral those things. So you're not dumping it into the drawer. You have little places that you're like, okay, my change goes here, my loose buttons, like whatever you end up throwing in there, try to corral and have little designated spaces for it. And then another tip is, if you do bring a beverage upstairs with you, only use, can I see your, only use a spill-proof tumbler or thermos, water bottle, because I can't even tell you how many times before I switched over to you only using those. I would, especially at night, if I went to turn off the alarm, if I went to reach for my phone, I would hit it over, and then it's like, it's everywhere. And typically my drink that's up there is tea. And so I can't let it go. I have to get it because it will stain. So I have to get up and clean it up. So have a rule that if it goes upstairs or it goes in your room, it is only in a spill-proof container. And if it's in a tumbler, it stays cold all night. I'll get up the next morning and it still has ice in it.
I love that.
So if I need to get up at night and have a sip of something, I'm very sensitive to things being cold. I like them cold. I don't tolerate like just room temperature or anything. So I love something that keeps it cold. All right. And then number 4, if you have more stuff than can fit in whatever, if you have like a little drawer or something, if there's room underneath to put a basket or a bin, have a basket or a bin that lives there or near your bed. If there's no place to put underneath of it, maybe it goes on the opposite side of your nightstand, that you can keep books, lotion, slippers, like whatever you want to tuck in there. And my recommendation is not to have a lid. If you have a lid, take it off, unless you're the rare person that would actually put it on, remember what's in there and take it off. I would recommend, if you know you're out of sight, out of mind, don't keep a lid on it and just notice if you use it more, if you're able to sustain it and keep up with it. So when you think about what's in it for you to declutter your nightstand, take a before picture, set a timer for 5 minutes and do a quick tidy of it, and notice if it has the same surprising magical result as it does for me anytime I declutter. It restores order, restores calm. I'm more excited to go up to bed. I'm more likely to make my bed. It just is that thing that supports all these other things to happen. And it sets you up for better sleep tonight, a better day tomorrow, because you've gotten more rest. And that is magical. So I did want to share really quickly, and Becca, you can edit this out. If it's not in here, you won't know it, but I wanted to quickly share my little side table. So it's not a nightstand, but it certainly could be. It's around the same size. And as you can see, it's usually off camera. I have tons of paper clips. I have all of these little labels and trash. So I am going to really quickly just throw these out. I brought a little trash can over here. I have my little flag guy, which I do use sometimes. So I'm going to keep them down here. I have a little shelf underneath, along with the pens, because I don't have anything I need to write with. They're going to go over here where they usually live, where I need to write. I have my little coaster, and I brought over, you guys know I love this guy. Why do I have a plug? Like, I don't even know what this is for.
Yeah, what does that go to?
I don't know. I'm going to ask you to hold it for me for a minute. I'm going to put it on my desk. I've got my little phone, which I've told you guys I love the sound it makes. But then I'm just going to come really quickly and get all of my little paper clips and put them all back in my little paper clip folder. And then, oh, where did them go? And then all I have left is, I mean, it's so quick. I'll finish you guys in a second in the interest of time, is to take everything off, including my little coaster, and just wipe it down. So it's getting all of the dust off. It all goes flying. And it's quick. I keep my little duster underneath to make it easy. Simple. Put my little book back up. I put my coaster down. Put my little picture.
Boom.
What was that?
2 seconds.
I mean, seriously. And then, of course, my phone. Now I have no obstruction to it. All good. All right, that is it. Quick 5-minute tidy or less to get your nightstand in order. And now, as we wrap up, I'm going to look and put my paper clip back in the paper clip holder. Maybe I should just have one over here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's like a great idea. We could be solving problems to make it sustainable. I'll get another one and it'll live here where I can just put them in there. That's a great idea. All right, my book of the week. This week it is Atmosphere. The book, have you heard of this? It's really good.
I haven't read it yet.
It's by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I gave this a 4 out of 5. It's the same author of the book 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
I did read that one.
I did too.
Yeah.
And Daisy Jones and the Six, which was a
That
Netflix series. Yeah. So it's a story that takes place during the space shuttle missions in the 1980s. And in this story, it's a fictional astronaut story around the actual space program at that time. Joan Goodwin is selected from thousands of applicants to train to be an astronaut. And then in December of 1984, everything changes for her in an instant. I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'm going to leave it open, but it was a super fast read that I thoroughly enjoyed. I gave it a 4 out of 5. Got it? And look, I need my paper clip. Put it back together. All right. And then finally, last but not least, my quote of the week. This is from Norman Vincent Peale. I have no idea who Norman is, but thank you for this quote, Norman. And it is, the more you practice the art of thankfulness, the more you have to be thankful for.
Oh.
Simple, easy. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time. Tally-ho.